He just told me he had some experiences with them that were not good experiences. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if things would have worked out with AEW, D-Von would probably be saying something different.
All right, let's talk about D-Von explaining why he didn't go to AEW. D-Von Dudley said, "I just wanted to end my career the right way. And it had no bearing on where I did it, just as long as it was the right way. I would have done it for AEW just because I don't think AEW was ever a fit for the Dudleys. For other people, probably, yes, but not me, not the Dudleys. I don't know if I would have felt comfortable. There's just certain things about the organization. I love the talent. I think the talent is great. There's no question about that. But there's a feeling that certain people in the organization that call the shots, I'm not a big fan of them. Your thoughts on D-Von Dudley's view on AEW?
Yeah, I talked to D-Von about this, and we did talk about AEW just literally maybe a week ago. Yeah, he just told me he had some experiences with them that were not good experiences. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if things would have worked out with AEW, D-Von would probably be saying something different. But I think, I just think, I know they were interested, but he wasn't interested in what they wanted to do. I think a lot of that had to do with, he was injured. There was just an absolute disconnect. But listen, come on, guys, with all due respect, if Tony would have offered the magic number and everybody was healthy, that would have been the bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. If the money was right, they definitely would have went. And I don't know if you know this, Vince, didn't his sons compete there? Yeah.
Yeah. And that for whatever reason didn't work out either.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, he ended up having his final match for TNA. So that made sense, because Team 3 was such a huge team, during their time in TNA. So that made sense. I think that him and Bubba, with what's the LaGreca show? Busted Open. Yeah. And so it all made sense, man. I'm sure that and D-Von's story itself is a wonderful story. Like doing the right steps to lose a bunch of weight, and he was in really bad health, and he had his physical issues.
Yeah.
He had his really bad physical issues a few years ago to cause him to be hospitalized, and to go from that to having that ladder match against the Hardys, man, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool to see that. And he's doing an amazing job with his YouTube. So we talked about this before, man. It's really good to see those wrestlers have a ability to come to have life after wrestling, man. It's